Hey everybody, welcome back to Daytime. With social media being all the buzz, it's important to know the difference between a retweet and a poke. Here today to tell us more about the world of social media is Ariana Griffiths. She's the Executive Director of Foundation Studio. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me again.
Well, an absolute pleasure to have you here, and I think a timely piece and an interesting piece coming off the segment we just had. A local artisan, someone who's trying to promote themselves, someone who's trying to get their name out of the door. When it comes to anyone really trying to make a buzz, social media, the best way to go.
Absolutely. Yeah,
for
definitely.
your cash as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Twitter is huge. It's affordable. It is just a way to not only get to the next person, but to get to their next person and their next person. It's just an amazing networking opportunity.
There's so many websites, social media outlets these days. Do you suggest going out and getting an account with all of them, utilizing every single one of them?
No, because you have to update all of them.
Right.
So you pick one or two, and you stick with those one or two, and you be the best you can be on those. A lot of experts say just pick one and focus on that, and once you have that hands down, then you move on to the next one. So maybe pick the one that you really, really want to focus on. There's a guy out there, Scott Stratton, and he picked Twitter, and he was on Twitter for 30 days, and that's all he did. Lived, breathed, ate Twitter, sorry, and just made that the best he could be, and then he moved on to Facebook. Yeah. You know, you could also do the opposite. If you wanted to stick to Facebook, then move on to Twitter. But you can do both at the same time, as long as you do both at the same time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can I just do a follow-up question? Do you think that one is better than the other, or does it just depend on what it is you're promoting?
Well, there's a lot of talk about which one's better, which one's, you know, there's a lot of analogies as well. Twitter has been sort of pinned as the cocktail party of the web. And, you know, you use Twitter to get to know people, whereas you use Facebook for people that you already know. So you can share pictures and, you know, you can share status updates as well. But you're not going to accept a friend request from somebody you've never met, whereas Twitter, you never really see them. You don't know their history. You don't know their background. You don't know their mom or their dad. You know, so it all depends on what it is you're looking for.
Yeah, I think Twitter is the most important for exactly what you just said, because I know everyone on my Facebook. I know few people on my Twitter, and yet I can talk to them on the regular. And we've booked many guests because of Twitter.
Absolutely.
With people sort of moving towards Twitter, there's sort of it's a different language, it's a different culture, it's a different experience. How do people find out the best way to sort of get in there and start playing around? Would it be finding someone like you to sort of walk them through?
Yes, and also just to do it, like literally just to do it. And the one thing that I would caution is to stick with it, because the first month or the first week that you try it, you're going to get on there and you're going to go, this is a waste of time, because it could be a colossal waste of time if you don't stick with it. The whole point is the networking aspect of it. You go to one networking meeting and you're probably not going to get much out of it. You go to the second networking meeting, you're going to see familiar faces, you're going to remember those people, and you're going to start to make connections. You go to the third networking meeting and you're old chums, you know?
Cool.
So it's exactly the same thing. It's also very hard to wrap your head around. You've got to say what you want to say in 140 characters. Spaces, exclamations, question marks included. That's difficult. The one thing that it took me a while to get used to is the destruction of the English language. Because words that are, 15 characters are now 5 characters. And you don't understand that to begin with, but the other person that's on Twitter, they understand that because that's how they talk.
Totally. Now, tell us where you come in. So if I've got a Twitter account, Facebook account, a blog, what can you do for me?
I can teach you, with Twitter, I can teach you how to use Twitter, not what specifically to say, but generally what to say, how to connect with other people. I will teach you the difference between a retweet and a regular tweet, follow and an unfollow, all these, there's keywords, hashtags, stuff like that. I'll help you pretty up your page, make it look like you're branding.
Which is why we have you here today, because I've known you for a little while, and when it came time to look at our Twitter account, I called you up and I said, what do you think? And what did you say, honestly? What did you say?
Not very good.
You're in trouble.
We did okay with a not very good account. So we had you come in, and we had you do the makeover. So let's get the before. Can we get the before? This is the before. Okay, so tell us about the before. What's wrong here?
Okay. You want me to be nice?
Well, be honest, because people at home have Twitter accounts.
There's really nothing to tell me what it is. There's a little stamp in the corner that says Daytime, which is the logo, and that's fabulous. But there's no personality to it. It is very bland. It looks like somebody just chopped up a bunch of colors and threw it on there. I would like to see more personality to it because Daytime is a very personable show.
Yeah.
You know, some
Scale
more,
1 to 10.
This is
10.
better, though.
This one's a 10. Well,
That's 10.
This is the brand new Twitter account that will be up today. I mean, what did you do? Because it looks amazing.
Well, Twitter has sort of cut designers off at the knees recently, and with the new section here, what happens is they've taken away our space to design. So we have to design for the very lowest of resolutions possible. Sorry, I'm talking jargon here. We have to design for the very smallest screens possible.
Yeah.
And that, unfortunately, is why over in the far left corner, it's just a very small little column. We can't go any bigger than that. Right now we see, you know, a lot of space, which is good because we see a lot of colors. I took the logo and you know, spread it out throughout, and then just basically prettied it up a bit and added some pizzazz. I also took some information from the website and put in the daytime, you know, the slot time and the host names, and you know, just gave it some life, and now there's information. So if I don't know anything about Daytime, I at least know it's on cable television every day at 10 o'clock.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks really good. So the aesthetics are important, and providing the information.
Yes, yes. And again, unfortunately, it's a very small place in which to provide the information, but we try to do as best as we can. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that it's always going to work. Thankfully, Jeff was able to provide me with a couple different pictures. You know, so I'll create a bunch of different concepts to show people, and you know, they can pick and choose. It's easy to update your own design if you want. There are some self-created applications where you
Not
can.
user-friendly though.
They're not really. They're not, but they're free. And sometimes, you know, people don't have the budget to come and get a Twitter page done or whatever. So.
Well, you know what? You did a great job on the Daytime Twitter page. For more information, check out our website at www.foundationstudio.ca. Keep watching. A lot more to come right here on Daytime.